Hey, Mamba. Welcome back. While I was eating my dinner, I was watching the state of play, and pretty interesting. Pretty interesting state of play, man. What's really interesting is well, let's just spoil it. I think everybody has seen it. What was the biggest surprise to me was at the very end. Of course, I'm super excited for Flight Simulator 2024 coming on December 8th, and PlayStation VR 2 in development for 2026. But what really made me excited was Wolverine. Oh man, Wolverine, dude. Oh, it looks really good. It's everything that I wanted it to be and more. And I can't wait. It's going to be a huge success. You can tell that Insomniac really took a great deal of care, just like they did with Spider-Man, right? They took a great deal of care, and man, what I have seen so far, as far as the Wolverine, woo, can't wait, man. This will be a big year, man. 2026 is going to be a big year for PlayStation. There's no question about it. Wolverine for sure. They said 2026. I think holiday season. Right? Holiday season 2026. Perfect time. They couldn't have picked a better time than holiday season 2026. Hopefully they won't delay the game. Hopefully not. Right? It's still a long way to go. I mean, but I am super excited for Wolverine. And of course, Flight Simulator 2024. To be able to play it on the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation Portal and PlayStation VR 2. I think for me, PlayStation VR 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's just going to be a main success for PlayStation VR 2. I think what's really going to drive the sales of PlayStation VR 2, because right now it was for the Gran Turismo, right? Gran Turismo certainly made a lot of money. PlayStation VR 2 made a lot of money from Gran Turismo 7, PlayStation VR 2 for sure. But if they take the full advantage of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 with the PlayStation VR 2, I'm telling you, man, it's going to look amazing with HDR and everything. Oh man. I know, how ironic that how long has Asobo Flight Simulator been out? Since 2020, right? Since 2020, they were not able to. Like, what's even more ironic is that that Microsoft was never able to make a VR headset. for Xbox, even though they had Windows Mixed Reality, right? I think they still have Windows Mixed Reality, and they're still not able to bring VR. It's just beyond me, man. Like, I get it, they're not focused on that. They're focused on the service. But I still believe that it was a missed opportunity. They could have, taken the advantage of Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport, Halo. Imagine playing Halo in VR. They could have taken the advantage of Call of Duty, playing Call of Duty in VR. They could have taken the advantage of, oh my God, Starfield in VR, right? Playing Starfield, Fallout, Gears of War in VR, and of course Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 in VR. I mean, missed opportunities. And it's something that I'll never understand why. It's a one big mystery to me, honestly. Considering the fact that they had Windows Mixed Reality, as far as I remember. I have a Windows Mixed Reality headset. I know they had Windows Mixed Reality. I think they still have Windows Mixed Reality. How ironic, right? This is the company that has Windows Mixed Reality, but they can't create their own VR headset for Xbox Series X or Series S. Well, anyway, honestly, it's going to get to the point where you're just going to need a PlayStation. Honestly, I think Sony console will be the ultimate console. Like everything, I like that idea, dude. I like the idea of one universal console, and everything's on that one console. Maybe that's where it's going, dude. Maybe that's where all of this is going. When you look at what Microsoft is doing with Steam and GOG and Epic and all these other platforms, maybe that's where it's going. Maybe that's where Sony is going, in the same road that the Xbox is going. Because I think Sony will give some of the games to Xbox as well. I think we'll see Spider-Man for sure. We'll see Spider-Man come to Xbox. It'll happen. Trust me. Also, don't be surprised if you see God of War and God of War Ragnarok coming to Xbox as well. It will happen, slowly but surely. Helldivers was just the first step, right? Helldivers 2. Don't be surprised if you see The Last of Us and Days Gone, but I think you'll see Days Gone first before you see The Last of Us. But it'll come to the Xbox. And I think this is where the future is. Man, I talked about this not too long ago. I honestly think this is where it's going. This is where the gaming industry is going. The exclusives are going to be a thing of a past. There's going to be timed exclusives. Timed exclusives, like we had this summer, which was an amazing game, Hideo Kojima's game, Death Stranding 2. I finished it, I played it. It was an amazing experience. So we'll see timed exclusives like Death Stranding 2. We'll see timed exclusives like Wolverine, but eventually Wolverine will show up on the Xbox and PC. For sure PC, but also the Xbox. I think this is where it's going, honestly. What do you think? I honestly believe that, Mamba. I really believe that that's where we at. And people need to understand there's no point of being a fanboy. I mean, you can still be a fanboy if you want to, but you can't really brag much about anything. Because what you brag about, well, they have it. and they have it, and the PC have it, and soon Nintendo will have it. So it's like you can't, like, I'm coming from a time back in the 90s and 80s where you can brag about, dude, you can only play this on Sega Genesis, or you can only play this on Nintendo, right? Or you can only play this on Amiga A500, or you can only play this on Spectrum, ZX Sinclair, or you can only play this on Commodore 64, or you can only play this game on Atari 2600, right? So that's what it meant to be a fanboy of a console. Like, if you're a fanboy of a certain brand, like you're a Sega fan, you're a Nintendo fan, you know that you can only play those games on Nintendo, right? Or you know you can only play those games on Sega, right? So those days, that's ancient history, honestly. We're talking 80s, 90s, man, and even early 2000. It's an ancient history, man. It's almost 2026. It's an ancient history, and people need to, I think people are slowly starting to accept that fact. And I think it's a good thing. And here, let me explain. I believe it's a good thing because, like, I'm looking at the Boosteroid, for example. Boosteroid, it's a cloud service. And even on the Boosteroid, I'm able to play these Xbox games and PlayStation games, right? You've seen me play Spider-Man on Boosteroid with a high-end PC that's on a virtual machine with 7900 XT, AMD Radeon RX 7900 XT. So I love the idea of being able to choose where you want to play. Maybe I want to play FC26 on Amazon Luna. Hey, cool. Go play it on Amazon Luna. I love the choices. What I'm trying to say to you, Mamba, the one good thing that I see out of all of this, and I think maybe this is what Phil Spencer was talking about. When he said no red lines, and I think he did mention that when he was asked by Ryan McCaffrey about the red lines, and what do you mean by that? I think what Phil Spencer was saying basically was, guys, I want you to choose how you want to play, where you want to play. I'm not here to judge. I don't care if you play on MetaQuest 3. I don't care if you play on your tablet, on your laptop, on your phone, on your LG TV, on your Samsung TV, on your Amazon Fire TV stick. I don't care where you play, how you play, as long as you are playing. And I think that's the whole idea here, to reunite gamers, to give everybody this privilege to enjoy this hobby. You know what I mean? So it's not monopolized. So it's not like, ooh, super expensive privilege to have a console, or super expensive privilege to have a ability to play these games, but you gotta have a high-end PC, right? So I don't have a high-end PC, but I can enjoy high-end PC through Boosteroid, right? So I love this idea that now you can choose how you want to play, where you want to play. So that's really, I think, to me, one of the most important things that people can seem to see, the gamers can seem to see, and I see that. It's one of the most important things out of this whole thing right now, is I get to play this game where I want to play, how I want to play. Yeah, he's trying to rebrand the Xbox into a service, but he's also influencing Sony. You see what he's doing, the kind of influence that Phil Spencer has? Look at the influence that he put on Sony. Look at the influence that he's putting on Steam. and others like Ubisoft Plus and EA Play Pro, and look at the influence. So this influence certainly has started this domino effect. And I think the point that people are missing, and this is the point that I was just talking about, the most important thing out of this whole thing that everybody has blinders on and they can't see, Mamba, is they don't see the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is no boundaries. No boundaries. That's what it means by no red lines. No boundaries will be set. We don't care how you play, where you play. We just want everyone to be able to play. You know what I mean? And I think Phil has really achieved that. Slowly but surely, I think people will realize that. In about a few years from now, once this becomes a standard and people accept it as a standard, I think people will realize, wow, so that was the bigger picture. That's the important thing. This is the most important thing that we kind of missed out on, and we didn't see it because we were blinded by being a fanboy of Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or a PC master race, right? And we had a blinders on, and we didn't realize it's not a privilege anymore. You can't say, oh, look at me, I'm the only one that has a 5080 or 5090. Well, guess what? You can play 5080 with a GeForce Now for only $20. Pretty soon you'll be able to play Ryzen 9 and 9070 on the Boosteroid for as little as $9.89. So there's no more privilege. Like, ooh, I'm the only one that's privileged. I can only enjoy this quality. Or I'm the only one with a PS5 Pro. Nobody else can enjoy this quality on PS5 Pro. Wrong. I already did that yesterday with Gears 5 with 7900 XT in native 4K, 60 FPS. You can go watch that live stream with my Boosteroid. So I love the fact that it's not like a privilege anymore. And I like that. It's not going to be a privilege anymore. It's just going to be, hey, everybody gets to play. Everyone gets to play. Nobody gets left behind. Everybody will have the ability to enjoy this hobby at a very affordable price. So they won't have to spend, a ridiculous amount of money just to enjoy this hobby. So I think that's where it's going. But I don't think people see that bigger picture because they're still having this mentality of, no man, PlayStation all the way, bro. No man, Xbox all the way, bro. These guys are still living in that, that mentality of, I'm, supporting this brand. I mean, you can still support the brand. Look, I still love PlayStation, and I support PlayStation. But at the same time, I also play elsewhere. I also get to play elsewhere. I love the ability. Listen, there's no bigger Sony fanboy than me. I think that has been well established. Clearly. Just look at my profile and how many PlayStation games I have. Just look how many PlayStations I have. How many PlayStation products I have. Okay, so right there, I fit the bill. I qualify as the biggest Sony fanboy. But even someone like me who has love for Sony, I like variety, dude. I like to try other options because I look at everything as an experience. I love variety. I think life is a collective of experience, and you get to experience everything. So I love to experience everything, and I love having choices. I love having options. And that's why I never understood the whole mentality of being a fanboy. Like with these GeForce Now fanboys, like trying to talk to them, it's so hard. Because they think that NVIDIA GeForce Now is the best there is. There's no better cloud than GeForce Now, right? And they don't even care about the boosteroid. They won't even try it because they're so, indoctrinated to believe that GeForce Now is the best. Me, I have tried GeForce Now. It's good, but I don't like their business practices. They're putting limitations. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of paying $20 a month for something where I'm limited to how much I can play. Not a big fan of that. So this is why I moved over to Boosteroid, right? So what I like about today's gaming is I get to choose how I want to play, where I want to play. And that's how it should be. Choices. Let the people choose how they want to play. But let everyone have an access. Don't make it a privilege. Oh, you only can play this game if you pay $800 for this console. Or if you buy this $2,000 GPU, you can only play this PC game, I don't like that kind of a monopoly privilege where it has to be a privilege, right? So this is one of the good things that's happening right now in video gaming industry. And I was going to make a video about this, but, well, I'm talking about it right now, so there it is, And that's what I have realized when I was watching State of Play. I just realized, man, that's what this is about. And I'm like, this is a good thing. I don't know why people are upset. This is a great thing. Everyone should be happy about this, knowing that you can actually pick and choose how you want to play. Well, Mamba, do you want to play on your Lenovo Legion Go, what's called that portable device? Maybe you want to play Flight Simulator on a Legion Lenovo Go. Maybe you don't feel like playing it on your PC. Maybe like, I want to just relax in my bed and let me play. Put on my earbuds. Let me play Legion Lenovo Go. I like that choice, right? You like that choice. That you can choose how you want to play versus being only forced to play a certain way and you only have to play that one way. So I think this is the picture that people are missing. The bigger picture. And I'm glad that you see that bigger picture. But believe me, there's still a lot of people out there, as you know, Mamba. Just go to forums, go to Discord, go to Reddit. Forget it, man. They're so devoted to their brand that they don't care, man. Like, no. PlayStation is still the best. Man, I have everything I need on my PlayStation. And when you tell them, but have you tried this? No, I don't need to try that. Why would I try that? I have PlayStation. That's all I need. I was like, okay, well, that's fine, But then you ask them, why are you, criticizing other brands? Because other brands don't have what PlayStation has. And I'm like, well, what exactly does the PlayStation has? Well, we have Gran Turismo. I said, okay, fair point. But how long do you think before Gran Turismo finally makes its appearance on the PC? How long? People need to be prepared for that. Sony fanboys need to be prepared for that. That there's a good possibility that the next Gran Turismo 8 or the next installment of Gran Turismo could be coming to PC as well. People also have to be prepared that there's a possibility that Gran Turismo 7 could be coming to Game Pass. People have to be prepared for that. But that shouldn't be a scary thing. That should be a welcoming thing. Oh my God, now I can play Gran Turismo 7 on Game Pass. And now we can bring more people online to play Gran Turismo. People from Xbox, people from Nintendo. Maybe they'll bring Gran Turismo 7 to Nintendo. Sure, the graphics will not be that great, but still they'll be able to play. I don't like boundaries, dude. I love play everywhere. Everyone should look at Gears of War. Gears of War Reloaded, right? Now everybody gets to play Gears of War Reloaded. PlayStation fans, they get to play Gears of War Reloaded for the very first time, alongside Xbox and PC players. So that's great. That's great. That's nothing like terrible, you know. But again, you have to remember, when you are having a discussion with somebody who has a fanboy mentality, when you're talking to someone who has a fanboy mentality, it's really hard to kind of like have a rational conversation. And this goes for any kind of a fanboy. You could be a fanboy of PlayStation, Xbox, PC, GeForce Now, doesn't matter. AMD fanboy, Nvidia fanboy, doesn't matter. They all have the same mentality, which is, my brand is the only good thing. There's nothing better than my brand. I'm going to ignore everything, and I'm just going to focus on my brand. It's such a bizarre thing, but I think it's slowly fading away, and I think this is a good thing. The whole fanboyism concept, it's slowly, you can see it gradually, slowly. The whole fanboyism movement, it is slowly, gradually fading away, and I think maybe that was the whole strategy behind Microsoft. They were like, we're sick and tired of competing with Sony, and I'm pretty sure Sony is sick and tired of competing with us. Why compete? Let's just work together. Let's make money. And everybody's happy. Everybody gets to play. Great idea when you really think about it. Everybody gets to play. Everybody gets to make money. Everybody happy. If you really think about it. So where should I fly? Let's go to Europe. I want to go to Europe a little bit, man. I haven't been to Europe. I want to go to Italy. Let's go to Italy. I'm going to start here, set as departure. And then we're going to go to let's go to Ancona. Here we go. Nice. And we should use the Skyhawk. I love Skyhawk. Nice scenery.
Cessna November 77344,
Get the floodlights. There we go. Looking good. Man, it's been a while since I've flown Skyhawk. Here we go. Skyhawk is the best plane, Cessna plane, to start your journey as a pilot, and it's great for scenery.
Cessna 344. Continue for west departure.
Wow. It looks beautiful, man. Italy is such a beautiful place. I think you've been to Italy, right? Mamba. It's a beautiful place, man. Beautiful. Hold on, let me check what this is over here. Let me check it out. Castle, some kind of castle? I want to check it out. Oh yeah, it's very unique.
Cessna 344, did you copy?
Castle Nuovo.
Cessna 344, please acknowledge. Cessna 344, ATC services terminated. Good day.
I always use Skyhawk when it comes to like scenery. If I wanna check out the scenery, I always use a Skyhawk. You really can't enjoy scenery if you're using a airliner, you know, like an Airbus A320. You can't really enjoy nothing because you're up, you know, 24,000, 30,000 feet up in the air. But with a Cessna, you can easily enjoy the flight and look at the scenery, you know. Yeah, Skyhawk, man. To me, you know, being up in a 24,000 feet up in a sky is like you really can't see nothing. You're stuck in that cockpit and you're like, whatever, you know. You see a bunch of clouds down below you and that's it. What's that down there? What is this? Casoria, Casoria, Casoria. Oh, Naples. Oh, well, that's why it's beautiful. It's like a night and day difference, right? When you go to Italy and you come back to America, you're like, wow. It's like, did you ever had that feeling like when you went to Italy, you were like, wow, and when you came back to America, you were like, man, this is beautiful. They've done a great job, especially at night. They've done a fantastic job with like the night lighting and scenery. It really looks good. Like even like in a distance. Really nice. Hey, Shuki. Welcome, Shuki. I can't wait to see how good this is going to look on PlayStation 5. Especially for you, Shuki and Mamba. You guys have PS5 Pro. Hold on. Let me check something. If you don't mind. Let me sit here for a little bit, huh? Wow. Wow. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Naples, Italy, you said, Mamba? What is that? Caserta Royal Place? Let's check it out. We're in the suburbs. Oh, I see. We'll just make a U-turn around Caserta Royal Palace, and then we'll continue on our trajectory. Wow. Man, that looks beautiful. Everything's beautiful here, man. Jesus. Oh my God. Wow. That is beautiful. That's a famous place. Kings of Naples used to live there. Wow. 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 Beautiful. '18th century. Isn't it amazing that such buildings and structures were built such long ago in such fashion and beauty, man? Wow. The largest former royal residence in the world. I believe you, man. Just looking at it from an airplane, how huge it is, man. It's huge. I can only imagine how big it is down on the ground. Even from the air, like looking at it from a aerial point of view, bird's eye aerial point of view, it just looks huge. It's a huge place. I can only imagine what it's like being there on the ground, you know, inside the palace. And what is this? Avio superfici la sevi la selva. Avio superfici el selva. I know. The new modern buildings, I'm not really like huge fan of. They just look like generic, you know. Tell me about it, right? Everything's built like a shit. Even our roads are built like shit, bro. Everything's built like shit. I know. Oh yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw a movie. When was the last time I saw a movie? Actually, there was a one movie I saw. Only one. This year. Just one movie. And that was Brad Pitt, Formula One. Brad Pitt, Formula One. It was fun. It was a fun movie. I liked the music in the movie. The soundtrack was pretty cool. But there was some pretty cool scenes, you know. If you love Formula One, I think you will enjoy it. It was a fun movie. When I think about it right now. Yeah, it was a fun movie. Huh. Yeah, I recommend it. I highly recommend it to everybody. It's going to be a fun movie. Fun couple of 2 hours. I really enjoyed it. Look at that. And what's over these hills? What's up, Benjamin? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time, man. What you been up to? Avatar 3 in December. I just want to see what happens next. You know, it's just a really good, cool, has a really good story. I mean, I think the wow factor has kind of wore off. You know, the wow factor has wore off. You know, like we're all kind of like accustomed to the Avatar. You know, it's been a long time since 2009. So the wow factor of the 3D has wore off. I'm more interested to see where the story goes of Avatar, you know. And I think he's treating it like a Lord of the Rings, you know. I think James Cameron is treating it like a Lord of the Rings kind of like franchise, or like a Star Wars franchise or Star Trek franchise. Avatar will be around for a long time, man. For a long, long time. Yeah. They said there's going to be a third person option now. Where you'll be able to play as a third person character in the game, which I think is going to be cool. Man, Italy is beautiful. Even at night, even at night, Italy's so vibrant and beautiful, man. Such a beautiful country. Wow, dude. Oh, you've been busy? Same thing here, man. I've been busy, busy with YouTube, uploading videos, and now with this partnership with Boosteroid, so I've been putting a bunch of videos out every day, live streams, and oh man, I need a vacation, dude. I really do. Like a proper vacation, like in Italy or something. Not right away, but they're working on it. It's in development. It'll be sometime in 2026. So most likely sometime in 2026. Let them take their time. Make sure it's done right. Take full advantage of PSVR 2, Wow, man, look at the Italy. I noticed that they have done some work on the nighttime here. Like the way the city lights reflects onto the clouds. So flying at nighttime now, it's more enjoyable. Especially like Italy, right here in Italy. Naples, Italy. Well, they didn't even specifically say 2026. They just kind of like, they said it's in development. But I'm guessing development most likely, well, not most likely, 100% 2026. Because December is the last month of the year. So sometime in 2026. What's up, Brendan? Now you need to buy that PS5 Pro, Brendan. And your gaming collection will be complete. I think it will look the best on PlayStation VR 2 because PlayStation VR 2 has that HDR, and man, HDR makes a big difference on OLED screen, right? Because PlayStation VR 2 uses that OLED screen with 110 field of view, and having that HDR on top of it, it will look beautiful, man. It'll really, I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Yes, but it's also very expensive. You know, if you can't afford a Pimax, you also got to have a really beefy PC. You know, but this will be very affordable for well, I don't want to say affordable, but it'll be more convenient, you know, versus them paying $3,000 for high-end PC and getting a Pimax, you know, or HP Reverb. I think HP Reverb. There's a new HP Reverb, I think, but it's like $900. You know, I have used my MetaQuest with a PC. It works, but it's better when you connect, like when you connect headset with a display port. So it's always going to be a better experience when your headset is connected with a display port. For example, Oculus Rift S. You have to connect it to the display port in the back of your PC, right? That's what I used to do with my Rift S before I sold it, because I wasn't using it, so I sold it. You connect it to the display port, and with a display port you get that perfect image quality, you know, versus you using USB-C to USB 3 connection to your MetaQuest 3. Oh yeah, that's right. You can also use a PlayStation VR 2 with a PC adapter. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, they don't support HDR yet. But I also heard Sony's working on a separate headset. Like a separate headset. It has nothing to do with the PlayStation VR 2. Nothing to do with the PlayStation. Like a separate headset that it's Sony branded, Sony designed for PC. When is it coming out? I don't know. But Sony's working on it. That's what I heard. You should try Flight Sim, Shuki. Since you already have it. I mean, I would try it. Forza Motorsport? Yeah, and I'm surprised that doesn't support VR, honestly. Grand Theft Auto 5 needs VR so badly. I mean, come on, Rockstar. Grand Theft Auto 5 needs VR. But maybe the VR will be coming to Grand Theft Auto 6. Imagine VR on Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh my god, man. Let me sit over here a little bit. I'm going to sit over here a little bit. I don't think so either. That's too much. It would be a huge undertaking. It would be like an impossible task. But GTA 5, they could easily do that for I know there's a modifications where you can do it, and I tried those modifications. It was like, it was okay, but Grand Theft Auto 5 could easily benefit with VR. Imagine GTA 5 on PlayStation VR 2. Oh my god. Oh yeah, in the future, like 2035, when I'm 55 years old. Damn, it's getting dark over here. We need to make it a little bit more romantic. Hold on. How about that? Is that better? There we go. That's better. Okay, that's better. I see a mountain over there, so I gotta be careful. I might have to go around that mountain. I have a better idea. Let's go around it. I just don't like it. We'll go around it. Because this Cessna is not designed for high altitude. There's another castle. What is that? Castle de Sangro? Oh, it's just name of the town. Yeah, I see. It's a good thing that I made a shortcut, because there's no way I'd be able to make it above that mountain. What's this castle? Hold on. It's just the name of the town. Castle di Sangro. I know it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Even at night. You don't want to buy it again? I mean, if you got a powerful PC, you know, and you got a VR headset, I think you're good. then you're good, man. If you got a powerful PC, there's nothing that PS5 Pro version will do better than what your PC can do. Especially if you got an ultra wide screen. I mean, playing Flight Simulator on an ultra wide screen is probably the best experience. Wow, look at this. But see, that's the great thing about today's gaming. We were just talking about this earlier, me and Mamba. Now everybody gets to enjoy, you know, these games. Doesn't matter on what you play, on how you choose to play. You will get to enjoy playing these games every which way you like. And I like the choices. I like that that's where we are now in gaming. Whether you want to play on a cloud, if you can't afford a high-end PC, you got a decent internet, play on a cloud, play on a cloud. You want to play on a handheld, you got a handheld, play on a handheld. So the choices is what I like now. Don't know yet, Brendan. I gotta see if Santa Claus will bring some money. It's December 8th, right? So we'll see. Maybe Santa Claus will bring some Benjamins. Well, there you go, Andrew. You answered your own question. I don't think you need it the way I need it. Trust me. I certainly could use a few thousand Benjamins. Just my air condition alone, dude. Putting a new AC unit. Oh my God, bro. That air conditioning new AC unit, man, just cleared me out, bro. Just drained me out. I was like, shit. I can't buy nothing. Like, I can't buy no games. Like, but I need air conditioning, you know. So anyway, switching gears. What did you guys think about Wolverine? Did you see the Wolverine? What did you guys think? Did you guys like it? I thought it was great. When I saw the trailer and that little making of, little introduction of the motion capture actor who did motion capture, I was like totally blown away. Like what they've done with the game and the violence, the level of the violence, and like they're strictly just focused on like Logan and his memory. And you know, his memory, he can't really remember everything, but he remembers in like in little pieces. He remembers certain things but can't remember everything. So this journey of him trying to find himself through this rage of as a Logan Wolverine, well, why? That's because they've done experiments on him, right? So that's why he can't remember. That's why he only remembers like in little pieces certain things, like certain pieces of certain things. I need to read the comic book, man. I should have read the comic books. I think I might have read the comic book, but that was like a long time ago. Because like his origin, it's very interesting. Like Wolverine's origin, and the experiments that had done on him, and his memory, and trying to remember, you know. I like it, man. I like the guy's voice. Sounds like a Wolverine. I think he's from Australia. He sounds like he's from Australia. Get that Australian accent. Because Hugh Jackman is from Australia as well. We're almost to our destination. Default 2026. I know. Still a long way to go. Hopefully they won't delay it. Have you ever read the comic book, Mamba, regarding Wolverine? Because there's so much about him as a character that it's very mysterious. I know that they did experiments on him, but like prior to him having experiments, what was he like? Was he born like this, or there's so much I don't know about Wolverine actually. So let me ask you this. What is his origin? Like, how did he become Wolverine? Was he an experiment? Because the developer of the game said something like this character is interesting because he can't remember everything. He only remembers certain pieces of memory. And he's trying to put those pieces together of his memories so he can find some closure of who he is. So he can have some kind of purpose and meaning. And I think that's a good setup for a story, for a video game, what the Insomniac is doing. That's a good approach, I think. Oh, he was born with most of his mutant abilities. Wow. Oh, I see. He was born with it in the wood. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, the experiment got rid of his memories. Ah. So that's why he only remembers little pieces of his memory. But he can't put it all together, so he can't put any reference of of those memories. So he's trying. Oh, I see. The experiment simply enhanced most of his healing factors. Ah. You know what I need to do? I need to watch that movie, man. Wolverine Origins. With Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and Lev Schreiber. Yeah. You know the movie I'm talking about? Because they do kind of show him being experimented on at this military facility in Canada or something. Or somewhere out there. Was it called Origins? Wolverine Origins? Jesus, man, I need to revisit those movies. Jesus. Because he had the same problem with memories. Even in that movie, I think. Like, he can't remember how he ended up with this girl in Canada and why they're together. Like, but he remembers certain pieces of it. How he met. Then he find out that she was part of the program. That she was part of the military program. They set him up with her. You know, it's like a setup. They set him up, you know. So he can have some kind of a life, whatever. They said they will make few games of this. Oh, there's no question about it. This is a huge success for PlayStation. This thing, Wolverine, will sell millions and millions and millions of copies. This will be a huge success. 2026 holiday season, man. This will be a huge holiday season for PlayStation. There's no question about it. There's no question. I don't think anyone has any doubts about that. I don't think anyone will doubt that. But we also have Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, dude, next year's pretty big. Next year's pretty big, man. But you know what I'm worried about? I'm worried that they might delay it. I'll believe it when I see it. How about that? You know, this is not the first time that we have seen delays. You know, it wasn't the first time that they even delayed Spider-Man 2, remember? Or the original Spider-Man. Even in Spider-Man 2, there was a little bit of delay. They said they'll release it this year, and then we'll release it next year. So I think there's a possibility they might. That's funny, Andrew, because I get that same feeling, dude. You know what's funny? I follow Roger Clark. You guys know who Roger Clark is, right? Roger Clark is the voice actor Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. Go follow him on YouTube, man. Go talk to him, follow him, man. Roger Clark, yeah, he's got his own channel, and he does live stream actually. Pretty cool guy. And it's funny, somebody asked him, "Hey, can you tell us when Red Dead Redemption 3 is coming out?" Right? They ask him, "So when is the Red Dead Redemption 3 coming out?" And Roger says, "It's coming out tomorrow. Did you not hear? It's coming out tomorrow." I think that's what he says. No, he says next week. No, he said it's coming next week. So didn't you hear? It's coming out next week. No, he says Red Dead Redemption 3 will take a long time. No, he said honestly, he said, "Guys, Red Dead Redemption 2, it will take a long time. And I will only get older." That's the thing about the Rockstar games, man. It takes forever, dude. You know, you're hoping that you are alive and well by the time Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, by the time Red Dead Redemption 3 comes out. Same thing with the James Cameron's, movies. It takes forever for him to make a movie, man. But when he makes a movie, it's spectacular, right? So, oh, they're the best. There's no question about it, dude. They are like the greatest of all time. It's just the waiting, dude. It's just the waiting time. It's just, you get older, man. You're like, by the time Red Dead Redemption 3 comes out, I'll be 50 something. I'll be like 55 years old. Maybe 56, maybe 57. I'll be like eligible for, Social Security. Senior citizen. I'll be a senior citizen, bro. Jesus. Oh my God. Senior citizen. Oh, absolutely, man. We'll do a party. We'll celebrate, Brendan. We'll celebrate Grand Theft Auto. And we'll remember, our dear friend and Anthony Kenneth Bishop, because I know how much he wanted to play that game with me, Grand Theft Auto 6, and it'll be something special. We'll do something special to honor him. Absolutely, we will. If the game comes out next year, they said May 26th, Memorial Day, right? Because Memorial Day is May 26th, right? Is it? Yeah. I know, man. I don't know, Andrew, man. I just don't feel it. I know a lot of people would love. Listen, I would love for Grand Theft Auto to comes out tomorrow, let alone May. But something tells me it's not going to be May. Honestly, something tells me maybe September, bro. I have a feeling September next year, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah. But we'll see what happens. You know. You know, because I don't know, man. Life is so short, man. Life is so short. You could be in the wrong place in the wrong time. We were just talking about this the other day. Life is so short, dude. You could be in the wrong place in the wrong time, and you know. Let's just hope that all of us is healthy and safe and good, and because man, life these days, so much craziness out there, bro. Well, hopefully there won't be a World War III, man. This whole thing with Russia and NATO, and this reminds me of Jesus Christ, Al Bielek, you know, 2025. Hey man, we still got 3 months, you know. A lot can happen between now and December 31st. Believe me, a lot can happen between now and December 31st. Let's hope nothing happens, but Jesus. Yeah, 2027 would be just not feasible for Rockstar. Honestly, it just wouldn't be feasible for them to release it in 2027. You know, but again, you never know. Yeah. I'm probably thinking September, October. That's what I'm guessing. September, October next year. Just in time for holiday season, you know, which would make total sense. Uh-oh, turbulence. Turbulence. You okay? You sure? All right. They could. That would be nice. September 17th, the anniversary. Yeah. Probably Friday, September 18th, which is close. You know, it's close to the, you know, to the anniversary. It's in the same month. Which makes total sense. GTA 5 was September 17th. GTA 6 is right after the 17th, September 18th. If I was part of the Rockstar marketing, that's what I would like think about. September 18th. I think they're gonna go for Friday, because you know it's a huge game, dude. They want people to be able to play it over the weekend. You know. But we'll see. All right, we're almost there. We made it. What a trip. There's that James Bond game. The 007 game that's coming out in March. That looks pretty good. Kind of reminds me of Casino Royale. Certainly this character has the younger version of Daniel Craig. Looks pretty good, actually. I mean, I love James Bond, so I'm like a huge fan of 007. So I'll play any 007 game. Yeah, man, 2026 is looking good. Looking good. Don't forget Gears of War. Emergence Day. Gears of War. Emergence Day. Or is it just an E-Day? Did you call it E-Day? Yeah, Battlefield 6. I just saw a trailer. I saw a campaign trailer. Looks pretty good. It was on where did I see it? State of Play. I know, I can't believe Battlefield 6 in about 2 weeks. Gear has a cool story, but they kind of screwed it over with like Gears 4 and Gears 5. But the first 3 Gears were really good on Xbox 360. But they screwed it up with Gears 4 and Gears 5. I know, I can't believe 2 weeks from now. So where are you going to play it first? Are you going to play it on a PC first or PlayStation? Well, that's because Bungie left. The first 3 Halos were really good. But after Halo 3, after Bungie left, everything changed. Well, same thing with Gears. After Cliffy B left, Cliffy Blazinski, you know, the whole thing changed. Rod Ferguson with the Coalition team. Is Halo crossplay? I'm not sure actually. I have to look into it. I have to check out the Chief Collection. There's a Master Chief Collection. I have to look into it. But yeah, I looked at the trailer of Battlefield 6 campaign, and it looks pretty good, man. Well, Battlefield always had a good campaign. And when you look at Battlefield 3 campaign, it was really good. Even the Battlefield 4 campaign was good. But I really can't wait to see, like, the maps. Oh my god, show us like those large scale maps. So I'm kind of like excited to see what they're going to show us in terms of maps. What kind of maps are we going to see? So super excited for that. I was watching my friend Cammy D play. He uploaded a video, play Silent Hill F, and you know what's funny? The game has reminded me, and I even told him on a comment, reminded me of a game called Siren. It's like a horror game. It's kind of similar to Silent Hill F, honestly. It's the same thing, the same Japanese girls in the same school outfit, you know, running around. Called Siren, and something is haunting the town that this girl is in. It's just called Siren. It was on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, I think PlayStation 4, maybe. It's called Siren. So that's what Silent Hill F reminds me of, honestly. It's like the Siren game. So if you guys never played Siren, that's what it reminds me of. But I haven't heard nothing from, like, what's the reviews on Silent Hill F? Oh, you talk about the Battlefield? I don't see any reason why there wouldn't be crossplay, to be honest with you. I think most likely there will be a crossplay. You know, you get PlayStation with Xbox and Xbox with PC. I think that's what makes it cool, right? That's how they can get more. I think they'll probably do it. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't do it, you know. Yeah, I played it on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, and they all ran pretty good on all three systems. However, there's a benefit to playing it on an ultra wide screen. I certainly did benefit from playing it on an ultra, on a 50-inch ultra wide screen, because you get better field of view. So yeah, I guess on the PC, sure, if you can handle ultra wide, certainly there's a benefit with an ultra wide. And I think I posted like 3 videos of ultra wide, and certainly I think I did. You were in it though. You were in the game when I was recording it. Because having that ultra wide field of view, man, certainly benefits Battlefield. So that way I can see where you are, where he is, wherever everybody is, where's the enemy. It's a more immersive experience. Oh, it definitely, trust me, man, with the ultra wide games like Battlefield, certainly will benefit for sure. It'll give you a much better field of view so you can see where everything is. But I think people will have the same experience, doesn't matter where they play it. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, PC. I think it'll be a great experience no matter where you play it. Oh man, you gotta try it, dude. There's no way you can take ultra wide from Shuki and Kami. There's no way they can go back to 16:9 if it ain't 32:9 ratio. Don't expect Shuki and Kami to go back to it. Me, I only use ultra wide for specific games like DCS. If I'm playing DCS, or if I'm playing American Truck, or if I'm playing a flight simulator, of course, I certainly benefit from the ultra wide. When you're 49-inch, but wait a minute, you have what's the resolution on your ultra wide? You see, mine, it's a 3840 by 1080. Yours is higher. So what brand do you have, Shuki? Because I know your brand. I mean, your resolution is higher than mine. So what resolution do you have on that? Oh, dude. Dude. Oh my God. I'm nothing, bro. I'm like a Bambi. You're like a Godzilla, for real. Oh, you got a Samsung G9. Oh, man. I got the first generation of ultra-wide 50-inch. And the resolution, it's only 3840 by 1080. But it's still good, actually. It has a, it still gives you that field of view, so it's still good, But yours, oh my God. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. So you're all about the performance, huh, Andrew? They got some nice Acers, bro. Like Acer's pretty good. Acer and Asus. You can get yourself a 27-inch Acer or Asus, or a 24-inch Alien. I got two Alienwares, 24-inch, 244 hertz with a G-Sync. Pretty good monitors, man. The Alienware. Had to do an Amazon payments though. Oh Lord. Did you pay him? Did you pay off the interest rates? Oh, so you didn't get no interest rates for 12 months. Oh, that's cool. So you paid it off. Well, that's good that you paid it off. Man, that's like a car payment. Jesus. Well, the faster you pay it off, the better. $500+ these days. Jesus Christ. I'll just walk, you know. That's good. So you paid it off. Now you got your ultra wide screen. Now you get to enjoy it. Yeah, 580, but how much were you paying for the insurance, right? You have to consider the insurance, with the insurance, and of course fixing the car, right? Maintenance. The best feeling is when you own the car. You buy it and your title is yours. You sign the title, it is yours. That's the greatest feeling. Buying used cars, man, just it's the best thing to do. You can get a decent car for like $5 grand, $6 grand, you know. It'll get you from point A to point B, you know what I mean? That's all you need, man. Just a used car. $54,000 miles, not bad. It's not bad at all. How many miles do you have right now? still only has like 94,000 miles. Not bad. But it's still, you know, you're getting closer to the 100. You should be alright. I mean, if you, like, take care of it, if you change the oil, and you don't, like, screw around with it, I think you can put, like, 180,000 on that RAM. But after 180,000 miles, things will start falling apart. Your Expedition has 220,000 miles. Jeez. Well, what kind of condition is it in? There's like stuff falling? Is there stuff leaking, or is the exhaust falling apart? Like, are the spark plugs not even visible? They're so dirty, you pull them out, the spark plugs are like nothing but dirt inside. I always thought Japanese cars can go the longer distance. Like everybody says Hondas. If you got a Honda, if you got like a Honda Accord, that Honda Accord will last you for a long time. I've seen one guy with a 300,000 miles on a Honda Accord. And what year was it? It was 2012. And I asked him, well, how did you put so many miles, dude, so quickly on that Honda, dude? You know, it's since 2012. He said he's been driving it around the country, to California, to Washington State, to Wyoming, Montana, to you name it, all over the place, all over the country. He's been driving that car, traveling. And that's how he got all those miles build up on it. But he says it still works. If you say so, Shuki. Let me know when you reach 600,000 miles on it. Oh, so you're like barely driving it. Ah. But you got so many cars, man. How many cars do you have? I know some of them that needs to be fixed, but you got a lot of cars. You got like 16 cars? I mean, I know they're not yours, like yours, but what kind of new car are you looking for? So wait, Expedition is 2007, 2012? That's right. You have that Mustang, but don't you also have? Don't you also have um, Pontiac Firebird? Oh, Denali or F250? I say go with the F250, man. F250 is really good. But didn't you, like, you painted the car with black and gold to make it look like a Knight Rider? That's pretty good pickup trucks. I have a few friends who have F250, man. They're pretty good. What? The Trans Am is still under 100k miles? Dude, you need to fix these cars, bro. When you get a chance, man. You know, when you save some money, you need to fix those cars, man. Even that RV that you have, bro. That's still a good RV, man. I could live in that RV. I could easily live in that RV and travel around the country. Oh yeah. Did you know Andrew has an RV, dude, and he never fixed that RV? Like, you need to fix that RV, bro. I know it's an old RV, but it's still good. Man, you got a dealership in there, bro. Shuki, your house is like a dealership. It's like a Jay Leno's dealership or something. I just don't understand all of these cars just sitting around, man, not being fixed. You even got the van. You got that, you know, what you call it, A-Team van. It looks like something out of an A-Team TV show. I pity a fool who doesn't drive my van. You got too many cars, man. It's a Jay Leno's dealership. Fix that RV for Lisa Sue. And then you and Lisa Sue can travel together. Go on a date, you know, romantic. Alright guys, hold on to your butts.
500.
Hold on to your butts. Worth saving though, because it's 4x4 conversion. Listen, all of those cars, man, are worth saving. They're worth patching up, are worth fixing. Uh, I mean, put some money aside if you can. Even $50 a month if you put aside. All that stuff's gonna add up over the years, and then 10 years from now, that $50 each month that you put aside, you know, you'll have like maybe, you know, $6,000 or maybe more. And use that money and fix it up, man. You know, patch it up. Listen, Lisa Sue will help you. You need to go out on a date with Lisa Sue, and she will help you out. Lisa Sue will say, listen, I'm proud the way you represent 7900 XT. I'm also proud of Mr. 4K, the way he represents 79 XT. Both of you have really, you know, made me very happy, and I'm gonna help you out. How much do you need, Shuki? How much do you need? How much are we talking here, Shuki? I know Jensen will call you and say he's got a better proposal, but he's a snake. Jensen is a snake. You got to be careful around him. I know my kind. I know my kind. I'm telling you. Just tell her you love AMD, and tell her that Jensen, it's a snake oil guy. He's a snake oil guy. He cannot be trusted. There's only one love, and that's Lisa Sue. There's only one love, AMD all the way. Well, AMD is really good, actually. I'm surprised what 7900 XT can do. I've been testing it on a Boosteroid. I'm like legitimately surprised what Lisa Sue was able to achieve. And even with that new Ryzen 9 CPU, they're saying with that new Ryzen 9 CPU, the 9000 series, you can actually get 1,000 frames. They're saying that CPU will be able to achieve 1,000 frames. You know I'm talking about the most expensive Ryzen 9 9000 series CPU. They're saying 1,000 frames per second. First, they need to make a monitor. They need to make a monitor that can do 1,000 frames per second. Oh, you saw that video? That was on a PC Gamer. Was it PC Gamer? Well, we need tests. But how do you test it? Like, how can you test it? Where's a 1000 hertz? I think all they have is like 300. It's like 300 hertz monitors. That's all they have, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you okay? Oh, really? They do have a higher than 300 hertz? What do they go up to? 600? If they go up to 600, man, that's crazy. Imagine going up to 600 hertz. But can your eyes... I doubt your eyes can see 600 hertz. Oh my god. That has to be super fast, right? 600 hertz, right, Mamba? So, yeah, I guess it's always a marketing gimmick. Yeah, they want you to buy stuff, you know, like, oh, it says 600 hertz, or listen, man. Imagine playing Battlefield 6 on a 600. I would love to try it. Imagine playing Battlefield 6 or Call of Duty on 600 hertz. 600 hertz, bro. Imagine any game, dude. Imagine Tekken 8 and Mortal Kombat 1 on a 600 hertz. 600 hertz. Oh my god, dude. Any game would just look so much better, dude. Ooh, looks nice during the morning, huh? Italy in the morning, huh? You have a 8,000 hertz keyboards and mouses, and yeah, I just keep them on a 2K. Well, let's see how Italy looks this early in the morning. Why not? I think it's hard to see that. I mean, some people told me that they can tell a difference between 120 hertz and 200 and 244 hertz. I have both monitors that have 244 hertz, and I also have like a bunch of monitors that are 120 hertz. And I tried to put them together side by side. I can't tell, honestly. I think I did it one time. I put them together. I just couldn't tell a difference. And I know that 244 hertz certainly benefits, but my eyes just couldn't like see that difference. But I know there's a benefit. It's just my eyes couldn't detect that difference. Yeah, 165 hertz is more than enough, man. Even 120 hertz is more than enough, trust me. Even 144 hertz, it's more than enough. Like my ultra wide monitor, it's 144 hertz, and 144 hertz is just more than enough. Oh my God, look at Italy. Looking good, Italy. Stay classy. Stay classy, Italy. Wow, look at this. Oh my God. This is what Mamba Man was waking up to when he was in Italy. Oh my God. So beautiful here. Well, you have a high resolution. You have what was it? What was the resolution you told me? 5,000 1440p something? 5,000 by 1440? $5120 by 1440. Oh my God. I'm still jealous. I'm still jealous of you because I know how good that resolution is. Because I know how good it is. Imagine Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out, man. It's gonna look so beautiful. I can only imagine like the detail they're going to put when you're flying an airplane over South Florida, Miami. It's going to look great, man. I don't want to think too much about Grand Theft Auto 6 because it's just like, you know, let's just hope that it comes out next year. Oh yeah, 7900 XTX. Look, what I have experienced with, you know, Shuki, I already told you, with the Boosteroid, what I have experienced with 7900 XT, I'm like more than impressed with what AMD can do for a more affordable price, you know. Oh yeah, but you know, yours has that little extra memory. Yours has that extra 4 GB of GDDR6, which you have 24. 7900 XT only has 20. But no, it's still good. No. They're pretty pretty identical, you know. But XTX is a little bit faster. Thank you, Shuki. That makes me feel better. Thank you. Yeah, Andrew, man. I think that's all I'm going to be doing, man. I'll just explore. Because I live down here. I lived down here in Miami for a long time. And I'll be able to tell you guys, did they get this right? Did they get this part of the town right? So I'll be able to kind of give you a good reference if they got it right, you know. So I can't wait to start exploring the Vice City, you know. Here we go, Mafia, the old country. Only 10 to 15%. Yeah, it's not that big of a difference. She's enjoying this ride. I don't blame her. I don't blame you. It's a beautiful ride. Atsobo has done a good job with this new update. Well, you will next year with PlayStation VR 2. What are you talking about? You will. You have a PlayStation VR 2, you have a PS5 Pro, brother, you're all set. You will be enjoying this in VR next year. Okay? You will enjoy this in VR. VR. See, it's a good thing you listened to me. You bought PlayStation VR 2 and PS5 Pro. There you go, you see? Oh man, I have to play Gran Turismo 7, man. It's been a long time. By the way, there was the creator of Gran Turismo said there's a new updates coming. They got a bunch of new tracks, new cars. It was on State of Play. I'm sorry, it was on State of Play. It was on State of Play. He said there's a new update coming. There's like a bunch of new tracks, bunch of new cars. It's coming soon. He said soon. Oh yeah, Gran Turismo 7 feels so real, dude. But I think Grand Theft Auto 6 will change everything. I don't think we are prepared for just how realistic or photorealistic Grand Theft Auto 6 will look. Honestly, it'll be like shock and awe. People are going to be like, you know. Santuario, Santuario, Santuario di Loreto, Santuario di Loreto, di Loreto, Santuario di Loreto, di Loreto. Trying to sound Italian. Santuario, Santuario, Santuario di Loreto. Santuario di Loreto. I sounded like some old Italian guy, you know, one of those La Cosa Nostra old mafia guys. What's the matter with you? Have I not taken care of you? Now I'm starting to sound like a Chinese. No, that was like Chinese. The China number one. The number one China. the green light, the red light, the green light, the red light, the China number one. China number one. Russia number two. America number three. China number one. What's up, Dominic? How you doing, Dominic? What's going on, man? How are you? Any flights today? Where are we? Like in the
500.
we're in the old country. Hey, paisan, stop busting my balls over here. We're in the old country over here. We're in Italia. This thing of ours. Don't fuck it up, eh? Capicito, huh? Paisan. Well, this is La Cosa Nostra, bro. We're like in a La Cosa Nostra town. We're certainly in La Cosa Nostra. We certainly are. Oh, you only did one flight to San Diego? Nice. So you're in a hotel right now. So it's the 3 hours difference. So for you, it's almost 8 o'clock. For me, it's 11 o'clock, almost. How long was that flight? 5 hours. So have you heard the news, Dominic? Flight simulators coming to PS5. 5.5? Yeah, it's about right. So Flight Simulator coming to PS5 and PlayStation VR 2. I think to me the most exciting part is the PlayStation VR 2. To me, honestly, that's where I'm most excited about. Like, oh my god. Dude, I was dreaming. Seriously, I think I had a dream one time that I swear to God, I had a dream where I was dreaming that I was using a PlayStation VR 2 headset and Microsoft Flight Simulator was running on a PlayStation 5 and it supported PlayStation VR 2. And when I put on that VR headset, dude, I was like, wow. I was like, wow. Wow. Oh, everything's will be. I think all of the Xbox games will be coming. I mean, Gears of War Reloaded's already there. Starfield is coming. Oh yeah, Starfield is coming. Guess who was streaming today? Swiss 001. He was flying. I forgot which Airbus he was flying. It wasn't 320. It was American Airlines, but I think it was a Boeing. I'm not sure which Boeing. Was it 77 or 787? I'm not sure. I can't remember, but he was streaming earlier today. Man, he's I was amazed how smooth his landings are, man. Like the way he landed was like. But he's also a pilot, right? In real life, right? like a private pilot, right? He's not a commercial pilot, right? He's just a private pilot. But the way he landed, man, was like super smooth, man. Like, wow. I was watching him earlier today. Dream a premonition of flight simulator, and then you could faintly see a Phil Spencer in the clouds. Oh God, that's hilarious. Oh, so he only has a PPL. I got you. He reminded me of you because like his landing was really similar to yours, like very smooth, like buttery smooth. He's good. He's good. You know, I have to give him a credit. You know, you know, I think I only watch him, dude. Honestly, like out of all the flight simulators, I only like Swiss 001 because he's entertaining, he's funny, and he has a lot of knowledge, just like you, obviously. What I like about him, he can be serious, but also funny. Like when it comes to flying, like he's serious. Okay, let's do this right. Let's, you know, talk to the ATC, right? And let's land properly. Let's look at the, you know, the flight log and look at the, you know, IFR and VFR. So, depending on what he's doing, I think he did an IFR today. He's pretty good, man. He's pretty famous, right? Oh, dude, he's famous, Andrew. Oh, dude, this guy's like 850,000 like subscribers. He's like the guru of he's like the guru of flight simulators. Hey, didn't you meet him? You met him, right? I think you met him when you went to Texas. The flight, that expo, whatever expo, something, flight expo. You met him there, didn't you? I remember you telling me that. You met him there. Yeah, you met him at the flight expo. Yeah, flight expo. You don't like his content? I like him because he's funny. I like him because he's funny. I like entertainment, man. You know, to me, there's a time for everything. There's a time to be serious, and there's a time to be entertainment. But I like that he introduces entertainment as well. He's funny, dude. He's a funny guy. Swiss 001. See, now you know. Now you know who Swiss 001 is. You know who's also good? Renfill. Renfill, he's like around my age. He's married. I think he has kids. But he's like one of those old school gamers. And he doesn't talk about controversies. He doesn't talk about like this is a good game, this is a bad game, this is a crappy. He just loves all of the above that gaming has to offer. Like this guy genuinely just like has positivity towards games, and he gives every game, you know, a positive. He finds something positive in every game. It's such a breath. Such a nice. What's the word I'm trying to use? Breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air. To see somebody like him, who it's not like trying to like make these controversial videos like Young Yeah and all these other guys, you know, oh my god, you know, the prices are going high on the games, you know, oh my god, the world's coming to an end. Yet the guy's talking to me in a $3,000 microphone in a 1,200 square feet, you know, studio room. You will be in the next expo next year in Minneapolis. Cool, man. You should upload some videos on YouTube when you go there. I'm just like tired of YouTubers who are just, you know, pompous ass. You know, just looking, oh, this is negative or this sucks, or they're just like bitching and moaning. Like, you know, it's like they need to stay relevant, right? So they just want to, they'll figure out something. I'm sure they'll say something about Silent Hill F. Ooh, the PS5 Pro, I'm so disappointed. It should be running the Silent Hill F better. As if they're like playing Call of Duty or Battlefield. Like, why is the performance that important to you in Silent Hill F? Do you need 120 FPS? Even 60 FPS is not like mandatory on a Silent Hill F. These sort of games, dude, they don't need that much of a performance, man. They're adventure horror games, you know. But the point being is, the issue I have today with a lot of these YouTubers is they're not even gamers, dude. They don't even care about the games. All they care about is just, how can I create a controversy? How can I trigger somebody and you know, what can I say to trigger somebody to start the conversation? It's about the trigger effect, right? Let me figure out the title that'll trigger some people. You know. And they're all doing it for the money, man. It's like, you know, you can see how phony and fake they are, man. You know, and it's hard for me to find like a decent YouTuber these days. Maybe this guy I was mentioning, he's pretty cool. Renphil's pretty cool, man. I like him because he's just, hey man, I'm here to tell you what I think about the game. I'm not going to trash the game. I'm not going to tell you this is garbage. I'm not going to tell you this is horrible. I'm going to tell you what I like about it and what I didn't, but I'm not going to tell you, hey, don't bother with this game. I'm not going to tell you don't play this game. I'm not going to tell you that this is trash. I'm not going to tell you don't ever play this, right? He's just passionate about gaming, and like I said, it's very rare to find somebody like him who is, you know, more focused on positivity instead of just jumping into, oh, this is terrible, or this game's horrible, or this sucks, or this is better than this, or this is, why are you playing it on that console? You should be playing it on this console, or why are you playing it on that PC with that red card? You should be playing it on this PC with this green card. Like, he's not into that crap. He's not like doing that like these other YouTubers are doing, or like, you know, the Xbox raised the price. So what? So did PlayStation raise the price. So what? It's called business. It's not going to affect me in any way, you know, because first of all, I don't even need the Xbox to play the Xbox Game Pass games. Sorry. I just love YouTubers who are passionate about like what they're doing. You know, if you're passionate about what you're doing, then stay passionate about that. But it just seems to me there's this trend going on lately Now everyone's a gamer. I've noticed even the ex-porn stars are gamers now. So all of a sudden, ex-strippers are gamers. Everyone's a gamer. Everyone's a gamer, right? All of a sudden, you know. Like, really? Where were you gaming 30 years ago? Where were you gaming 25 years ago or 20 years ago? Where were you gaming? I just feel that the streaming has really made gaming society divided, because these streamers, they need always some kind of controversy so they can stay relevant, right? They're gonna bitch and moan about something, or these PlayStation fanboys, or these Xbox fanboys, or Microsoft did this, Sony did that, Nintendo did this, and then they contradict themselves too, and then they make another video say, "Oh, I was wrong about that. Oh, I was wrong," and then they make another video. They're just like, they're suckers for controversy. And why are they suckers for controversy? They are suckers for controversy because they know that's what gets clicks, and that's what makes them money at the end of the day. And that was the whole point of that video that I made earlier today. And it's surprising to me that nobody really talks about this, that nobody really catches on this, that nobody realizes this. Maybe you guys do realize about it, but you just don't want to talk about it. Me, I have no hair on my tongue, dude. I call things the way I see it. If I see something about you I don't like, I'm going to call you out on it immediately. I'm not going to hesitate for a second to tell you. I have zero problems with that. That doesn't mean I'm an asshole. It doesn't mean I'm a prick. But I will call you for what you are, based on your actions. So that's the way I look at everything, dude. Like, people ask me, why are you always like so angry? I'm not angry, dude. I'm just agitated. I just have zero tolerance for bullshit, like for stupid bullshit. That's what I tell people. I'm not an angry guy. If you meet me in real life, I'm probably the nicest dude. But I have zero tolerance for stupid, phony shit. You know, I always tell that to people. Like, you know, phony shit doesn't work around me. Bullshit doesn't work around me. So that's what I was trying to point out with some of these YouTubers, with these like phony YouTubers. RGT, Yongya, Luke Stevens, you know, all these guys, you know. I'm sure they're nice guys, you know, but even they know that they're doing this because of money. And people watch them and you know, they listen to what they have to say, and they're like, oh, well, Luke Stevens says this, or RGT says that, or Yongya said this, or the Pigwin, what's the other guy, the Pigwin said this, or the other guy, what's his name, you know, I'm talking about the guy that lives in the attic with the eyebrows, you know. I like him though. He's nice. He's nice. I like him, and I feel sorry for him because he just lost his father. Recently, his father passed away. He also lost his mother. So I you know, I feel sorry for him. I really do. Must be really hard for him, man. I can only imagine. So, but you know, that was my whole point. You know, that these YouTubers are doing it for one reason, and one reason only. They're just doing it to get the clicks, to get the views, to make money. They're not being genuine. What I'm trying to say is they're not being genuine. They're just being phony. And the reason they're being phony because they need to stay relevant. So they need to create some kind of controversy to stay relevant, right? That's what gives them the ratings. That's what gives them the publicity. That's what gives them, the public eye. That's where people click and watch. And YouTube likes that because YouTube is all about traffic. If these guys brings us traffic, even though we know they're being phony and fake, whatever, but we don't care. They bring the traffic. That's all that matters. Oh yeah, they don't care about the consoles. I agree. I think they stopped giving a damn about that long time ago, Andrew. Microsoft only cares about the service. They don't care where you play and how you play. As long as you play, as long as you pay for their game, as long as you buy it, they don't care where you buy it, whether you buy it on PlayStation, whether you buy it on Nintendo, whenever it comes. I don't know if they're going to release any games on Nintendo. I'm sure they will. I'm sure there will be some Xbox games coming to Nintendo. I'm pretty sure Nintendo Switch too. They don't care where you buy it. They don't care where you play. As long as you buy their game, and they don't care where you play. So they're just a service, pretty much. And I think they made that very clear, honestly. Like, I don't know why some people are still having difficult time, like, trying to understand that. Like, I think Satya, who is the CEO of Microsoft, even Satya made that very clear, which is the CEO of Phil Spencer's boss, Satya. Even he made it clear. Satya made it clear. We're Xbox everywhere. We're service. Phil Spencer made it very clear. No red lines. We don't care where you play our game, dude. We don't care. As long as you play our game, as long as you pay for it, that's all we care. How you pay for it, through a subscription, or if you buy it, if you own it, we don't care. We're not forcing you one way or the other. As long as you use our service, either through Game Pass Ultimate or through buying it and owning it, we don't care. Whether it's PlayStation, PC, we don't care. As long as you buy our product. I think they made it very clear. I think both Satya and Phil Spencer, they made that abundantly clear. That's where they are. So I agree on that, Andrew. Okay, Dominic, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I know you're tired, man. I can only imagine, brother. Flying all the way from Toronto to San Diego. 5.5 hours, brother. I know. I know you're tired. Thank you. And thank you, Dominic. Well, speaking of tired, yesterday I was so tired, dude. Yesterday I was so tired. I felt guilty. Because I was like an asshole yesterday. Here's what happened yesterday. Because I think I need to explain what happened yesterday on that live stream. I was stuck on this level in Gears of War, in this theater. It's a Gears 5. I was playing Gears 5 through Boosteroid, and I was stuck in this theater. So we eliminated all the enemies, all the robots enemies. We eliminated them in this theater. And I was trying to figure out the way how to exit, right? And I couldn't find the exit in the game. I was like, how do I exit out of this theater? And I couldn't find the damn exit. And it still says, eliminate the enemy, rest of the enemy. And I was like, where's the rest of the enemy? I looked around the balcony. I looked everywhere. I was looking around. And I was like, dude, I was so upset. Dude. And then this music was playing. This theater music was playing on the repeat. This music was driving me crazy, right? It was just playing on a loop, on the repeat. And I was getting so agitated, and I was tired. I was exhausted, and I was like, then I said something like, I'm so fucking tired, and if people want me to continue playing this, they'll have to pay me $50 an hour. I'm not finishing this. I'm going to bed. Fucking tired. And if you want me to stay to play, pay me $50 an hour. I was so upset. And I feel guilty, and I apologize to you guys for that. I was so agitated by that level in the game, and I just lost it. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, man, this game is driving me crazy. So I don't know if you guys saw that last night. If you guys seen it or not. But anyway, if you see it, my apologies. But just remember, I was so tired. I wasn't trying to be an asshole. It's just I was so exhausted, man. I was like, fuck, man. Like, I got to go to bed, right? And not that I'm making any excuses for it, because there's no excuse for it, but the music was driving me crazy in that game, and I was stuck on that level. Oh my god, it drove me nuts. It really drove me nuts. It really did. Anyway, you guys can go watch it from yesterday. You'll see what I'm talking about. I kind of feel bad about it, but I'm sure you guys will understand, I was tired and agitated by being stuck in this Gears 5 level. And, I think they're more focused on their handheld $900 portable device. I mean the Asus ROG Ally. Yeah, Asus handheld. Yeah, Asus handheld. It's not the Xbox. Just like the Meta Xbox Quest 3, which is ridiculous. That's just a Meta Quest. Xbox didn't do nothing on that headset. They just told the Meta Facebook to paint it certain way and put the green lines around it and put the green logo on there with the Xbox logo, and that's it. It's the same thing with the Asus ROG Ally. It's just it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. It really is. Oh god. the Xbox corporate slaves are hyping it so much and basically acting like it's a first party device when there's nothing first party when it comes to the hardware. Seriously, if you got Lenovo Legion Go, man, you're all set. Like my friend Mamba, he's got, which is much better, by the way, with an OLED screen, much bigger screen, like Lenovo Legion Go, right? Like $1,000 for this Asus ROG Ally. Let me tell you something about Asus ROG Ally, Andrew. I can't remember last time I used my Asus ROG Ally. Do you want to know why? Because the screen is too small. I was looking at the Asus ROG Ally. This such a small screen, dude. What's up with this small screen? When I compare my PlayStation Portal to Asus ROG Ally, it's almost like a Nintendo 3DS. Yo, this is why I love PlayStation Portal, dude. It's cheaper. It's just beautiful screen. I love my Portal. I love my Portal. $1,000 for that Asus ROG. Can you? Now let me guess. What would I buy if somebody gave me a $900 this Christmas? Let's say some wonderful Santa Claus opened his bag and it says, "Ho, ho, ho, I'm the nicest Santa Claus. And here you go, Mr. 4K. I'll give you 9 Benjamins, $900. Do what you like with this $900. This is my gift to you. I'm the Santa Claus, your nicest Santa Claus ever." Hypothetically speaking, let's say there was a nice, very kind and nice Santa Claus with a big heart, and he gave me a $900. What do you think I will buy? PlayStation 5 Pro or Asus ROG Ally? What do you think? I want you to guess. This is difficult to guess. This is a very difficult part right now for you guys to guess. What am I buying with that $900? There's a PlayStation 5 Pro, and right next to it, there's Asus ROG Ally. What am I buying with that $900? This is an easy one, though. Exactly, bingo. So it wouldn't be a PS5 Pro. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It would be Asus ROG Ally all the way, man. All the way. I mean, did you see how beautiful it looks with those Xbox controllers on each side? Oh. What am I going to do with a PS5 Pro? I have like 560 games on a PlayStation that are PS5 Pro enhanced. What am I going to do with all those PS5 Pro enhanced games? I mean, why would I want, especially now that the Flight Simulator is coming out, why would I want PS5 Pro? Why? What am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? Of course, PS5 Pro. I mean, I'll tell you what, I would listen. Let's say there was no PS5 Pro. Let's say the PS5 Pro was sold out, but there was a Nintendo Switch 2 available next to Asus ROG Ally. Guess what I'm picking up? Nintendo Switch 2. Absolutely, I would pick up Nintendo Switch 2. Absolutely. Over Asus ROG Ally, dude. Nintendo Switch 2, PS5 Pro, easily I would pick either or one of those that was available. If the PS5 Pro was not available and Nintendo Switch 2 was available, I would easily pick up. And first of all, I wouldn't have to pay $900. I would only pay $500. So I would still have like $400 left. I would still have $400 left. I could use that $400 to buy some more games for Nintendo Switch 2, you know. You never use your Switch 2 either? Why did you buy it then? You need to sell it, man. So I think you just PC and PlayStation. I think that's all you're pretty much using, because I know you got a bunch of storage on your PS5. So and I see you on the PS5 quite a lot, and I do see you on the Steam. So I'm thinking you're just strictly PC and a PlayStation. I would just like to try Switch 2, just to see like what's the big deal. I asked Mr. Mike, and he said, like, you're not going to see any like a difference in graphics that much, but he said that he bought it because he wants to enjoy first-party Nintendo games. He didn't buy it because he wanted to play third-party games that he can play, obviously, on his high-end PC, which I totally understand that aspect. Because I asked Mr. Mike, I said, I asked him, like, why did you buy Nintendo Switch 2? And he told me he bought it because he likes the first party games. They're there on Nintendo, and I think that makes sense. People buy Nintendo Switch 2 because there's exclusive games there for them to play. They're not buying Nintendo Switch 2 to play Cyberpunk. Okay, they're not going to be playing Cyberpunk on Nintendo Switch 2. They'll play Cyberpunk on PS5 Pro or PC, of course. So they buy Nintendo Switch 2 to play exclusive Nintendo games. And that makes total sense. So unless you don't care about Nintendo's exclusive games, I don't see any reason why would you want to buy Nintendo. Oh, so you wanted to see how the third-party games run, and you were disappointed. Yeah, but you should have known better, Andrew. They're not going to look that great, because, you know, it's like a PS5, a PS4 Pro, you know. I mean, they'll look nice, but your expectations probably were much higher. I looked at the Cyberpunk, and it looks just like a PS4 Pro version. It still looks nice. It looks nice, but again, when you compare it to PS5 and PS5 Pro, when you compare it to PC, just when you play it on a PC, for crying out loud, right? Why would you want to, you know? But look, I think it's great. Me and Mamba were just talking about this. earlier, as a matter of fact, we were chatting about this, and this is the same question I asked, Mr. Mike, and Mr. Mike told me, "Hey Ed, I have a powerful PC," and he does. You have like a super powerful PC. I play my third-party games on the PC. You know that, and the PS5 Pro. But the reason I have Nintendo Switch is because I love playing these Nintendo Switch 2. I love playing these first-party games like Mario Kart World, and Paper Mario, and all these other games coming up. Metroid Prime coming up, and it makes total sense. Honestly, that would be the only reason I would purchase Nintendo Switch 2, because I want to play Mario Kart World with you, Mamba, with KD, with Mr. Mike, even Andrew if he wants to join us, with Brandon, right? And they have these little cool cameras now. You can turn on the camera when you're driving. For the exclusivity, I would only buy it. But I think it's cool. I still think it's cool, and I was telling this to Mamba, that we have a choice. That we can play Cyberpunk on Nintendo Switch 2. I think it's cool that you can take that experience with you on a Nintendo Switch 2. Because you know how much I love Cyberpunk. I need to play Phantom Liberty, man. Maybe I should start playing Phantom Liberty tomorrow. It's been a while, man. I need to continue Phantom Liberty. So, what Mr. Mike says, I agree. I agree with him 100%. And he gave me the best answer. He says, "Hey, Ed, I didn't buy Nintendo Switch 2 to play third-party games. I bought Nintendo Switch 2 to play first-party games." Bingo. That was such a great answer. And I think that's the only reason I would think why people would jump into Nintendo Switch 2. But it's a good bonus to have that on top of first-party games, you can also play all these third-party games, which I think it's a great bonus, especially for individuals who are heavily invested into Nintendo ecosystem. Because you have to consider that fact. There's a lot of Nintendo fans out there who are heavily invested into Nintendo's ecosystem. So it makes total sense that they're always going to stick with Nintendo. And now they have the ability to play all these third-party games on top of that. So it's a big benefit for them. But what did you think, Andrew? Were you like, what was your opinion on a Cyberpunk? Like, what did you think? What do you that's my question to you. What are your thoughts on Cyberpunk and how Cyberpunk looks? Were you impressed playing it on a handheld? Did it look good, or were you impressed, or what were your initial thoughts on all of these games that you played? And do you think the price is justified? I only was able to try one game. I went to Best Buy, and in Best Buy they have the demo, but on the demo you can only play. They won't let you play Cyberpunk because Cyberpunk it's obviously mature, adult game, so they cannot have that on there. But they did have Mario Kart World, and I was not impressed with the screen. Can I be honest? The quality of the screen, I was not impressed. Especially when I compare it to PlayStation Portal, or if you compare it to a Steam Deck OLED, or if you compare it to Lenovo like Mamba has a Lenovo Legion Go. I really wasn't impressed with the screen, especially the fact that I have Nintendo Switch OLED. Especially considering, like, I have my Nintendo Switch OLED, and Nintendo Switch OLED screen, dude, is just better, more vibrant, better, and I'm surprised that they didn't put the OLED screen on there. I know the price would have been higher. Maybe that's why they didn't want to do it, because the price would be higher. But dude, you have to have an OLED screen, man. I wasn't impressed with the screen. If I can be honest, I really was not impressed with the screen. Just considering the fact on how good Nintendo Switch OLED looks, you know. Oh, it does support 120 FPS? Oh, that's nice. So it's 120 hertz. I didn't know that. That's cool. I think it's, you know what, I think it's still hard. I don't mean hard, but it's like early to judge. I think a lot of people are judging Nintendo Switch too early on. You got to give it some time. I think next year we'll see some more games. You got to wait for Zelda to come out. You have to wait for Metroid Prime to come out. I think it's still early, to judge Nintendo Switch 2. I think people should just wait till more games come out. Like games like Zelda, that'll be the big one. And Metroid, and then Star Fox, and some others as well. So I think the best thing right now is just to wait till they have some better first party games, coming out. Yeah, but you got to remember, look how long Nintendo Switch has lasted. And it's super outdated. I think what makes Nintendo is the first party games. And that's why Nintendo will always thrive, because of what it is. It's Nintendo, and it has these first party games that kids love, even the adults love, women love Nintendo. So I think Nintendo will always thrive. It's proven itself in the market. It was able to compete with big giants like PlayStation and Xbox and Dreamcast and all these others, and it still is able to hold its own after all 40 years, man. Nintendo, it's as old as I am, dude. Honestly, it's 40 years, bro. Nintendo, it's as old as I am. Well, I'm 46, not quite as. It's not older than me, but it's close to my age. It's hard to believe Nintendo's 40 years. And I think Nintendo will always thrive. They have no competition. That's the beauty about Nintendo. Nintendo, it's only in competition with itself. Nintendo, it's not in competition with anyone else. They're in competition with themselves. And that's why Nintendo will always be Nintendo. Yeah, maybe, but still, they profit so much money with the original Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch OLED that it really didn't affect them that much. And now with Nintendo Switch 2, they're doing great. The sales are doing great. Nintendo is... What the hell is this? Oh, it's like a golf cart? What is that? What the hell? There's nobody in that golf cart. It's a self-driving golf cart. What? Anyway. Alright guys, it's almost midnight. It's time. It's time for me to go. There's so many videos I uploaded this morning, and there's a live stream that I did with Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Oh my god, you gotta watch it, Andrew. You gotta watch it. No spoilers, but you just have to watch it. Mamba was able to see well, he saw the whole thing. Mamba have seen the whole thing. Right, Mamba? I think, Mamba, you've seen the whole thing. Yeah, Mamba saw the whole thing. No spoilers, but you'll see. So make sure you guys go check out those videos. And as always, make sure you guys go to Boosteroid, www.boosteroid.com. Check them out. Make sure you register. Registration is free. And when you do register, all you have to do is just do a test to see if you qualify for your internet speed and if the data center is nearby where you are, so you can connect. And if they tell you that you're good to go, you can play, give it a try. It's only $9.89. You can always cancel. There's no like a contract obligation, you know. So make sure you guys go to www.boosteroid.com. www.boosteroid.com. All right, thank you, Mamba. Appreciate you coming in. It's been a long time, man. Also, I appreciate Dominic coming in. I know you're busy, Dominic, flying. Thank you, man. Andrew, thank you also for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. I know you gifted me a game. I'll check it out one of these days when I get a chance. I think it was like some rancher game or something. Farming, rancher, farm game. I'll check it out. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I'll certainly check it out. The rancher game. Not much of a rancher, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to learn about being a rancher. Like Arthur Morgan. And Brandon, thank you for being here as always. Shuki, thank you as always. Thank you, Shuki. Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for that game. I'll definitely check it out for sure. I will. You know, a rancher, because I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a decent rancher. I don't know. We'll see. Did I feed the cows? Did I feed the pigs? Did I feed the horses? We'll see how good I am. All right, guys. Thank you as always. Pleasure. Did I miss out on anyone? I think I mentioned everybody. I think I did. Let me see. Yeah, I mentioned Shuki, Mamba, Andrew. Oh yeah, Mamba. I will send you an invite to Mr. 4K Circle. That's where Andrew is. That's where all of us are in there. That's where Kemi is. Kemi D. Cameron D. He's in there. Jose is there. We have another guy. His name is Sir Galahad. He's a really cool guy. He's from Sweden. Okay. He does a lot of moddings for Skyrim. So maybe you guys can talk to him about that. Maybe he can give you some mods for Skyrim, and he's creating all kinds of mods for Skyrim. So if you guys love Skyrim, maybe you guys can talk to him, and he'll maybe give you some mods. You know, all kinds of mods. I don't know. He's got tons of mods. That's what he does. That's what he works on, modding the Skyrim. And his name is Sir Galahad. He will be also joining the circle. I will send him an invite so he can join the Mr. 4K circle. You guys know Mr. 60 FPS. You guys know Old Man Vaza. So, yeah, I'm going to try to get Mr. Mike in here as well. But I haven't heard from Mr. Mike. I haven't seen him online, so he's probably busy. I don't know. So, yeah. Mr. 4K Circle. That's where it's at. I need to be more active in Mr. 4K Circle. I've been kind of inactive on the circle. I need to be more active there. I might want to wait until the next update release. I think it may be coming soon. It's more than that, though. Okay, well, you let me know, Andrew, either here or on the 4K circle. You let me know when the new update drops, and then I'll download the game and I'll play it and I'll check it out. I'll wait for you to let me know when the update drops. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. Always a pleasure, and I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, already September 25th, and we're only 2 weeks from Battlefield 6. I saw the trailer. I got really excited, man. I got kind of pumped a little bit because the trailer's so kind of badass. And you can see that the campaign's going to be really good. There's a lot of intense moments happening. You can see that it's a lot of stuff going on. I can't wait for the campaign. Oh my God. But after campaign, of course, we'll have to jump into a multiplayer and see these large-scale maps. We'll see how it is, you know. So, yeah, 2 more weeks, man. I can't believe it. October is next week. Can you believe that? Next week. Next week it's October. Halloween season, bro. Next Halloween season and holiday season. October's next week. Anyway, dude, time flies by, man. Time flies by. I'm telling you right now. This is super fast. But anyway, we'll talk more tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Andrew, Mamba, Brendan, and Shuki. Thank you, Shuki, as always. Everybody, thank you. Okay, Andrew. Not a problem. You let me know. Keep me posted, and whenever it's available, this new update, then I'll jump on it. Just remind me, because, man, my memory these days, I forget sometimes. Seriously, I forget stuff. I'm almost there, man. I'll have to join Bruce Willis pretty soon. Call Demi Moore and tell her to make some extra space for me. Because, man, I'm forgetting stuff, man. Like, lately, it's like, oh, shit. Like, I forgot this. Oh, I forgot that, you know. It's not good, man. You know. I don't know if it's these pills that I'm using, these blood pressure pills, but, man, it's just lately I've been, like, forgetting stuff, man. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Be good. Stay safe. God bless you. And I'll see you tomorrow.